India and Israel formally established diplomatic relations. What it was in 1992. But both sides were very very cautious at that point of time for obviously for given reasons. You've seen all of that change in the last few years, right? You've seen both sides open up and take a step forward in all the areas that you mentioned. Defense, in technology, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, agri-tech. I mean, there's so many areas which can be areas of cooperation. Areas of mutual interest. So you're seeing a lot of movement there, but to come back to your point of security that you mentioned, the fact also is that India and Israel are engaging at a time where the regional security concerns are really quite complex, if I can use that word, and also evolving. I mean, it's so unpredictable and evolving all the time. Um, in For India, if I have to put it simply, our foreign policy is not driven by ideology. It's really driven by pragmatism. I mean, ideally, we have independent relations. We follow strategic autonomy when it comes to having relationships with other nations. And the Middle East, I have to reiterate, is very, very critical as a region for India. Um, but the fact also is that we are engaging with all actors in that region. We have very close ties with Iran, which goes back again historically a long, long time. We're also talking to the Arab nations and, of course, Israel, very, very important again. In India, what it is, like I mentioned, it's driven by practicalities. We're looking for areas where it's a win-win situation, where we can grow together and move together. We need to secure our energy needs. That is critical. We also need to nurture long term partnerships when it comes to defense and technology, and that's important as well. And if I have to complicate it even a little bit more, for us, it's very important to keep domestic sensibilities in mind, given the fact that we have a large Muslim population. So, keeping all of that in mind, the fact is there is still a keenness to move forward independently and forge relationships that are mutually beneficial. And with Israel, clearly, I mean, you're seeing all the signs that things have changed, and we're all looking forward to hearing good things. I don't know if you noticed, Benita, a couple of minutes ago when Prime Minister Modi was speaking, he mentioned the fact that his birthday falls on the day that India formally recognized your country, and this was way back in 1950. And in my head, it kind of clicked. You connect those dots and you kind of make it personal when you're saying, "Hey, let's be friends." And your leader himself as well has said such warm and welcoming things. So I'm sure these are steps in the right direction, and I'm sure there will be good things to hear.